JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon isn't just issuing another cautionary memo. He's sounding a national siren. In his view, the United States is edging towards a slow growth rut that looks uncomfortably similar to Europe's decade-long stagnation. Overregulation, stalled construction, fading innovation. Dimon argues these aren't policy debates anymore. They are pressure cracks in an economy losing its competitive reflexes, a system too slow to respond at a moment when the global race is accelerating. To Dimon, Europe isn't a comparison, it's a warning. He points to the continent's slide from producing 90% of America's GDP per capita to barely 65%, driven by the same structural drag he now sees taking shape across US states and cities. And he's blunt. Progressive, anti-business agendas, higher taxes, tighter permitting, expensive social promises may sound pro-people, but they shrink the tax base, spook employees, and ultimately hurt workers the most. The migration of companies to states like Florida and Texas, he says, is just the opening move in a far larger economic realignment.
I'd love to say, look what Detroit did. Cities have issues and problems, and it takes all hands on deck to fix those problems. You can learn a lot. I hope he calls.
Dimon insists the private sector must help pull the country back on course. He points to JPMorgan's plan to deploy up to $500 billion into AI, defense, and engineering over the next decade, not as corporate ambition, but as a blueprint for rebuilding America's productive strength.
For Dimon, the economic future of the United States hinges on whether it can restart its machinery of growth before it slips into European-style stagnation. The warning is clear, and the question is whether the system responds in time. In New Delhi with camera person Naveen Kumar, this is Diptanshu Kashyap for the Economic Brief, DD India.